Pog. That was a banger, dude. That was very good. That was a satisfying ending, too. Some of these, like, I find some, like, Souls-likes and ARPG games like this try to get, like, a little too cutesy or fancy or, like, open-ended with their endings. They're like, ooh, we'll let them think what happens, and it's just, like, kind of not very satisfying sometimes. That was good. That was good, man. That was good. It's just a shame that it was on toddler difficulty the whole time. One shot on the last boss. I guess I'm just built diff, chat. I'm just built diff. What can I say? Not just that, but we found every boss, including that water loon. How about you, sir? I played out in journalism. Thanks to all the families of our team. Is there a thing at the end? Play journalist mode. That was built differently, dude. I'm just gonna brush my long head full of hair. You're lost, dude. That was very good, man. I'd say this game started at like 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10 for me. And I think climbed up to like a solid 9. You can't really do well with 500-year-old story. It was actually really good, dude. Like I said, it had some flaws and stuff, but it was... The art was insane. The music was insane. Everything was good, man. It was good. Yeah, Chapter 3 is my favorite, but I'm a sucker for snow zones. But this entire story was new. This wasn't Journey to the West, right? We talked about this yesterday. This entire story that they made was a fabricated story after Journey to the West. No? So they could have definitely left it open-ended if they want. I mean, it's still technically open-ended, like, you know. Well, it's open-ended in the sense that, like, they can continue this if they want. Not that you don't know what happens in the end, right? Rumors say they're working on another Black Myth project because Wukong isn't the only Black Myth. But what is the Black Myth as far as, like, Journey to the West goes? What is Black Myth for them? Like, what does that mean? Is it like a series or something? Yeah, it was a 9 out of 10 viewer watching it, though. It was good, dude. It's a series? That was good, dude, man. I'm satisfied with that. Alright, changed boots and gloves like 5 times. Even this song is fucking banger. So you're not wearing different gear? Wear what's best, not what looks best. Wasn't this game reviewed poorly by some people because it was missing inclusivity or something? Would it have been a one-shot if the boss didn't freeze? We did 3.5 phases without freezing, and we had 6 heals left. I think we would have been just fine. Or worst case, what, we died once? I mean, that boss is just, like, straight up not as hard as the Erling or whatever his name is. Which is also baby difficulty in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that shit come from because everybody says it with the inclusivity thing. When you broke out of the shell. Yeah, I assumed they were going to make you go through 4 phases because they recharge your mana and stuff. 90% of reviews, anything takes it, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah. Well, it's because there was one outlet that first gave it that. It was reviewed by some chick. And that's, I think, where the meme started and where the things went viral. And then everybody started jumping on it. Because people obviously like to comment without knowing anything. And just like hate on shit. The reason I don't play this game as a game director for some reason thinks women shouldn't play video games. Weird. Never heard that before. That was good, dude. See if there's anything in the end here. Nope. Enter a new cycle of Destin 1. You can now enter a new cycle and embark once again on the extraordinary journey to the west. In the new cycle, you inherit the levels, talents, armors, weapons, vessels, blah, blah, blah. Obtained in the previous cycle, however, be aware the story progress and the related key items shall be relinquished. Prepare yourself for adversaries you'll encounter on this expedition will pose even greater challenges. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Every video game that says that for NG+. I do want to check something, though. NG+ starts to unlock 6 relic in its choice. Going on an actual difficulty, they need to rebuild the whole game then. And then you'd get the Elden Ring DLC is too hard for me crowd coming in after this game too. I wanted to go back to, just real quick, the Great Pagoda. I just want to see all the thingies there. No, that was good, man. That was good. I mean, the game is like, if, you know, the usual stuff. You got to take a step back objectively, as much as you enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, and either give it praise or give it criticism where it's due. And there's definitely issues with it. Like, my personal enjoyment of it and my immersion with it and everything in the end, 9 out of 10. Like, I really enjoyed it. I think the cinematics were great. I thought the music was great. The little, like, fucking animation videos between, little animated videos between all of the chapters were really cool. That little, like, art board with the Where's Waldo shit at the end was really cool. Each chapter, build diversity, all that kind of, like, the graphics obviously were insane. Like, absolutely beautiful game, yeah. There's definitely issues with combat and frustrations. I mean, I voiced them clearly many times, especially mid-combat when I'd get frustrated with it. Like, there's definitely flaws in the overall product of this video game. But the stuff that they did well, they did really well. Like, really, really, really well. Really cool. I did find the story a little muddled at times. It's only really yesterday when we discussed it that I realized that this was like, you know, a new story with relation to Journey to the West, or like after Journey to the West. That made more sense, because until then I don't understand what the fuck was going on, really. Like, that's when it kind of clicked for me more, and I was like, oh, I see, okay, that makes sense. We're collecting his vessels, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they did a very good job of, like, really explaining that at the start. Like, the first thing I thought when we spawned the character at the very beginning of the game, I was like, oh, wait, are we Wukong? Like, like, what just happened? Did he just die in, like, the intro cinematic thing? Right? Is that an Asmongold reference, Flux? You didn't get the release scroll till Act 5? You had more issues with this game's difficulty? Yeah, I mean, different things click for different people, but yeah. I mean, overall, the game was obviously pretty easy. Like, 83 deaths for almost 100 bosses. And the super giga hard boss was, what, 6 attempts? And I didn't even, like, use potions and stuff. It could have been 3 or 4. But that's just me, right? I'm always a fucking masochist like that and want, like, big challenges and all that kind of shit. But the game was good, man. Overall, though, I'd probably say that's like 8.5, objectively speaking, based on today's range of scaling versus other games and its categories and stuff. Somewhere in that range, which is very respectable. But my personal enjoyment with this was like solid 9 out of 10 at the end. Really, really impressive. Really impressive. Like, if they if their next game is in this genre again, and they take everything, all the criticism and everything they learned from this game, they make all the good stuff even better, and then they fix up some of the combat and make it better, like, easy fucking game of the year right there. Like, straight up game of the year material right there. I don't know if this is game of the year material right now. Then again, what's it competing? Like, is this better than Elden Ring DLC overall? I don't think so. But is the DLC eligible for game of the year? Like, what else is really going to compete with this? Space Marine? FF7 Remake Part 2? I don't know, maybe. I wouldn't be, like, pissed if this one's game of the year, don't get me wrong, considering its competitors right now. Like, it's definitely got a good shot at it. Okay, you don't get lit on fire. Never mind, this game's shit. I just, you know, thinking of, like, some of the other games of the year that have existed, like Elden Ring coming out, God of War, etc. I don't think it's, like, up to snuff with those, but then again, we haven't had anything like that this year. I would say probably one of the biggest contenders is FF Rebirth, I think, in people's minds for game of the year. That and Palworld, obviously. Holy bot spam? That's literally 2. I have to. There's like 5 bot things, especially during this drop period, that spam. So we're just gonna have that for a bit. I'll try to space them out a little more. I don't want to spend the time during stream now, but I'll try to offset their timers a little more so we don't get no double messages. 3. Oh, Moobot's. Yeah, Moobot's different. Moobot's that was just coincidence. I was overrated trash. Doesn't matter, still fun to play. I don't know what to tell you, it's still fun to play, dude. In a group of people. Obviously, I'm kidding about it being game of the year material. But yeah, man, this was good. I definitely recommend this. 100%.